July 2022 reading, and I really see July being a month for you where you are Eight of Pentacles, Eight of Cups, correcting and reacting to the imbalances and issues that came up for you in June, and understanding them more deeply. The energy that came through for what you're bringing into the month of July from June, from what you've been working on, is the Ace of Pentacles. This tells me a couple of things: that June may have been full of opportunity for you, and for some you really went and applied yourself by making the moves towards manifesting in the real world some of these opportunities. The Ace of Pentacles is that pure energy and possibility of what could happen, opportunity, if you go for it, if you really work hard, which looks like what July is bringing for you. Eight of Pentacles, hard work, effort, determination. You realized that in the past, you maybe just didn't really put in your 100% truest, most diligent effort. And that could have been the problem. That could have been why you didn't end up getting what you wanted yet. This month in July, something seems to be shifting where your awareness, and we're going to pull some more cards now in just a moment, Taurus, your awareness around what it is that you have to do is more obvious now to you, or you're closer to knowing what it is that you have to do, and you're not afraid to roll up those sleeves and get busy and get working, Taurus. By the end of the month of July, around the new moon in Leo, we've got this kind of eclipse energy, but I do have a waxing crescent, let's say, so perhaps even right after the new moon, end of July coming into August, the Eight of Cups energy, you've retreated and moved away from a kind of overwhelming situation emotionally, something that just didn't really feel right anymore, Taurus. And it's kind of like in the past, or let's say in May, June, you were confused about your emotions anyway, and now you've reached a place by the end of July coming into August where you're moving on more swiftly than you would have before, from things that bother you, from things you just don't align with. You've seen true alignment, and where alignment seems to be showing up for you at this particular phase of your life, Taurus, is in your skills, your gifts, what you're bringing to the world, basically what your offering is. And the Ace of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, looks like that's where you've had a lot of, I forgot to mention this guy at the bottom of the deck, Ten of Pentacles, success. Four of Wands beside it. Ten of Pentacles, Four of Wands, accumulation, building something real, something tangible. Promotions and more advancements could be more obviously seen for certain people here in the business alliance, partnership realm of life. Also, if you are partnering with a friend or a romantic partner, this is going to be looking like it's been more successful recently in terms of business. And building a house, property, Four of Wands, or building something concrete, stable with somebody is coming through for others too. Let's start clearing these cards up though. The Ace of Pentacles. So we'll go a little deeper into the kinds of opportunities that have been coming for you recently, Taurus, and what have all these opportunities meant for you, and also where are you finding this alignment recently? So I've got another Eight of Swords in reverse, and the Queen of Swords in reverse. So the eights in tarot, they're coming up really strongly in your reading today. The Eight of Pentacles, Cups, and Swords coming through. So eights are really about a transformation of sorts. It's not like there's huge action always happening. It can be super subtle, but it's a reaction to something that wasn't working out, and then you want to make a change on it so that this doesn't happen anymore. So recently, the Eight of Swords in reverse is telling me that there has been mental anguish over a situation. There has been a real sense of not seeing something for what it is or the truth. This person is blindfolded. The Queen of Swords in reverse they're not seeing things clearly at this time. It is coming through from more of a past energy. I could be putting that at June or even beyond. Really take what resonates and what doesn't here as far as time is concerned. But the Eight of Swords and the Queen of Swords in reverse is telling me that, you know, you've been having to see, you've had opportunities to basically see something for what it is. Whether or not you're heeding to those opportunities, I'm not sure. For a while, there does seem to have been blocks around acceptance or seeing the truth. The Queen of Swords in reverse is like, you know, a protection. Of course, you want to protect yourself. The Queen of Rods is here in reverse at the bottom of the deck. You don't want to admit that this isn't right for you, or that that wasn't the thing to do, or that, you know, you perhaps by July, August, you'll know that there's more of an obvious departure for you from something, way of thinking, way of being, a place, person, situation. Anyway, seeing the necessary truth of something was purposeful, because it is here to teach you about something to do with alignment right now. The Ace of Pentacles, because overall you took the opportunity. It seems like it does seem like you've been willing to take opportunities recently, Taurus, and overall having to see unpleasant truths has just come up in as a result. Okay, so let's go a little further into this. What's been going on, and what has Taurus really learned about themselves or about life so far, and that they're bringing this information or wisdom into July with them? Oh, I've been trying to grab this deck twice now, and it's not, unless maybe I have to get the very last card, and that's possible. So we've got the last two cards, which I'm just going to pull, or three. The Nine of Wands, the King of Wands, the Page of Swords. Okay. Very bright energy, very, I guess I'm getting a lot of masculine energy from these cards. Even like yellow is masculine, sun is because sorry, the sun is yellow, the sun association with yellow, and the sun is a masculine energy. Yeah, like you having to perhaps step a little further into your divine masculine by, I don't know, feeling like now is the time to roll up your sleeves and work so that you can provide security for yourself. Feeling like that confidence and exuberance of being the best at something, and not being afraid to show off about it, and not being in the sort of weaker feminine energy of submission or playing small so that you know, they don't threaten the people out external to them. You're not doing any of that, Taurus. You're being very assertive and speaking your mind as well. So this has been a reaction to something, right? All these eights are just a reaction to what's been happening in July for you. And it's been about playing small, feeling trapped, feeling stuck, feeling limited, beating yourself up over something. Also a refusal to do the necessary shadow work in the first place, to even admit to yourself that, yeah, I messed up here. Okay, we're only human. That's perfectly fine. And it should be celebrated, especially if you're willing to grow from it and change. But if you're not willing to look at the shadow energy there and admit that, you know, that wasn't the right thing to do, perhaps, well, then that's kind of just going to build there. But anything that limits fear for you was the right thing to do. If in any way you are second guessing yourself about doing something, Taurus, that genuinely came from a place of like naturally occurring, I will feel better if I do this. I won't feel so judgmental, fearful, spiteful, resentful, afraid. That's all good. Okay, so now let's have a look and go a little further here. Let's go into the month of July now, okay? You've reacted and now you're willing to work. Looking at the Eight of Pentacles now, Taurus. The Moon card and the Knight of Rods in reverse. So something begins to change course around the 13th or 14th of the month, around the full moon in Capricorn. So looking at the Capricorn area of your chart, Taurus, around the 13th or 14th of the month, you're going to see perhaps some high point of focus or energy around that area of life that Capricorn rules in your chart. So after around the 14th of July, the energy shifts into a new kind of way of going about things. It's exciting, it's authentic, and it's riveting, but it is not for everybody. For some, this approach you're taking is kind of leaving a little bit of dust, or like leaving people in the dust or something. It could be too progressive for some people, too quick, too going against the grain energy. I think staying in your lane, Taurus, is important in July. Continuing to apply yourself, focus on your efforts, and rolling up your sleeves and not being afraid to get stuck into your work. And I guess you're more busy in July. You have more places to be. The Moon card energy. Let's have a look further into the Moon card energy. What's happening around mid-month for you, Taurus? The Five of Cups in reverse, and the Seven of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So first of all, the Seven of Pentacles. That was the Eight of Pentacles reaction to how you had been doing something in the past. And it was about learning how to basically work smarter, not harder, on your given special topic or field of work or research or investments, right? It's how to make this work better for you, right? So you're reacting to past, I guess, being on the fence, past times where something has never really kind of taken off in a bigger way. You're kind of committed to perfecting something this time round as a reaction to maybe resting on laurels, maybe assuming something was a sure thing. On an emotional level this month, a lot of you are coming to terms with a recent loss on the emotional sort of sphere of your life. The Moon card is about endings. The Five of Cups can be a mourning in reverse. There is some sort of a coming to terms with the mourning, however, but overall an end of a cycle is indicated with the Moon card. It's associated with Pisces, last sign of the zodiac. And, you know, we do, of course, get that new beginning right after, when Aries will correct itself after Pisces more dramatically. But for now, on an emotional level, you seem to be focused on how far you've come around mourning a loss. This could be a physical loss. You experienced a death. Of course, this could be the loss of a direction, a sense of purpose. You're mourning the loss of a relationship or a job. Okay, and that could be as you then react to the loss or to the losses, if it was something to do with investments even, you start to throw yourself more and more into a special niche or perfecting something around your work and career for the month of July. Your garden, nurturing something like that. The Eight of Cups now. So this is an energy of moving on by the end of July, August, or by the end of July, beginning of August. After the new moon in Leo around the 28th, 29th of the month, I believe it's the 28th, you're moving on. The Six of Cups, that's very pleasant, with the Magician card. Now, that's what I'm talking about. This is a reharmonizing of your emotions by the end of the month, feeling more in touch and connected with people from the past, connecting with people that you love, connecting with friends, finding your soul tribe. Eight of Cups, abandoning triggering people, situations, abandoning situations that you face a Taurus. You know that there's no more growth there to happen. If anything, you were just looking for the closure that you needed to wrap this up and leave it in the past. And you couldn't do that right away or sooner, in a sense, because there was still, tending to the emotional past there. But once you came to terms with and accepted and got over certain things emotionally, you were kind of in a stronger position to move on. By the end of the month, the Magician card, you seem to be more in command of things, and you do have a special research topic. For some, I'm seeing the Hermit at the bottom of the deck. A special research topic which looks like you're really shining the light even on something in the dark at this time. Some of you working on uncovering family secrets, some of you working on the shadow, some of you trying to shine a light in the dark and expose or disclose information or a truth or a revelation. Keep working on your purpose. The Magician card tells me you come further and further into your own strengths and skills. This is a card of mastery, the Eight of Pentacles, but the Magician card has a really, they're going to be able to teach anybody about this skill. They're going to be able to talk about it at length. They're going to be fully aware of their ability. There's no more kind of apprentice still residing here. It's kind of into your full mastery on something. By the end of the month into August, you're the authority on something and you know it, and you have a lot of belief in yourself. You have also got the support of your family, which seems to be important. You've also got really into a research topic as well. Okay, let me just pull one more card and we'll just take this as a final message for your month of July now, Taurus. Happy Cancer season. Don't worry, you're not going to be sad forever. Cancers are comfortable with emotion, and sometimes feeling our feelings can come up. The Six of Swords, however, is the card. This too shall pass. This is a transient state. That's very helpful to remember during water sign Cancer season, that maybe you feel a certain way today, but that doesn't mean you'll feel that way in 2 weeks, tomorrow. The Six of Swords overall sees you moving on from more triggering situations in the month of July and being able to do so and feeling guided to do so. Have a great month ahead, Taurus, and consider subscribing if you haven't already.